Four Democrat sanctuary city mayors from New York, Chicago, Denver, and Boston appeared before Congress to testify what they've done to the American people. And Congressman from Florida, Byron Donalds, gets each and every one of them to admit exactly how much taxpayer money they've spent housing illegal immigrants in this clip that you're about to see. Things get heated, though, when Boston Mayor Michelle Wu refuses to answer his question, and this sets Donalds off on behalf of the American people. They've used our money and made us less safe. These cities are train wreck disasters right now, and this is the direct consequence of these political leaders' policies. Americans are sick and tired of this, and we know the solution. President Trump said it crystal clear in his speech to Congress. We just needed a new president. We need new political leadership. Vice President J.D. Vance is down at the border and said this perfectly. Check this out before Donalds tears these sanctuary city mayors to shreds. I'm Zach Costello.
We took the helicopter ride over here and we saw a big chunk of border wall. And I said, is that the federal government's border wall? And they said, well, it was ordered during the first Trump administration, but Joe Biden wouldn't let us actually build it. Governor Abbott, of course, was the one who actually helped us put a lot of that stuff up. And of course, that stopped the flow in a pretty profound way. We'll talk a little bit more at the press conference, but as you saw, the president said yesterday, I think it's maybe the most important part of his speech, is that we didn't need new laws to secure the border. We needed a new president, and thank God we have that. I've heard already from a number of the folks that I've talked to in Border Patrol that all we needed to do was empower these guys to do their job. Thank God they have done their job. We're thrilled that they've done it, and now we've seen, I think just in this area, border crossings go from about 1,500 a day to 30 a day. That's simply the President of the United States empowering these professionals to do what they do so well.
The fact of the matter is the Democrat Party does not want a secure border. They want illegal immigrants coming through, and they have cities to house them in. This is one of their core values, which goes against what the American people want right now. We hear the left complaining so much. We just need a better way to share our message. We just need a Joe Rogan. We just need our own alternative media. We just need our own podcast so that we can get our message and values across better and more clearly. And it's like, no, we know exactly and clearly what your message is, what your values are, and what you stand for. And we, the majority of the American people, want nothing to do with it. And when it comes to this issue of illegal immigrants flooding Democratic cities right now, Byron Donalds exposes this perfectly here. Watch.
How much did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022.
$79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because I don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you?
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing
which
mayor.
is
Mayor
the same
Adams,
number that
how
was
much did
sent
the city
from
of
us
New
from
York
the
actually
state
spend
of
on
Texas.
illegal immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you. You don't have a hard number. And if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers' dollars.
$6.9 billion of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering city
You don't
services,
ask
so
about
we
how
don't
much
have
money
that
the city
number.
of Boston has spent on illegal immigration.
We
Are you
don't
out of your
distinguish
mind?
between immigration status.
Do you
as
manage
part
your
of our
budget
city
or not,
policies.
Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor
our city
Wu,
safe.
do you manage
we
your
have
budget or
the
not?
numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So to the city of Boston,
budget.
just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
The city
of
of Boston
the city of
is
Boston.
sick of having
I'm
people
reclaiming my
outside
time.
Boston
Mr.
telling
Bear,
us what
Mr.
we
Bear, I have
need.
a question for you because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specifics.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be
let me
legal.
So let me ask you this question, because one of the great Libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
And I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America has to choose, Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our nation or protecting the taxpayer. I choose secure the nation. I yield back.
Amen. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu doesn't ask for immigration status when distributing taxpayer money. Hey, people of Boston, did you know that? She either has no idea how much they spend, or she does and doesn't want to admit it, because if she does, it'd probably be really damaging for her. Donalds hit the nail right on the head there, perfectly at the end. The American people want the nation secure and safe so that we and our families and our children can prosper and thrive. Guys, if you watch this channel consistently and haven't subscribed yet, do it. Let's blow this up in the fight to keep America one nation under God. God first, quick hitting commentary to keep you informed in the truth and on the path toward your potential in this life. Let's go. I appreciate you.